Alrighty guys, I got the 2015 Genesis sitting in my garage right here, sitting pretty. And the first thing I'm going to talk about as to why I like the Genesis is the panoramic sunroof. An absolute underrated part of this vehicle. The panoramic sunroof is so nice. Let me actually take you to the back seat and I'm going to sit down and look at how the panoramic sunroof looks like. And my gosh, back in 2015, having this on the vehicle was just mind-blowing. And that's why everyone was talking about how the Genesis was a budget luxury vehicle because it had things like this. So yeah, number one, panoramic sunroof. Since we're in the back seat of the vehicle right here, I'm gonna close this door to get a little bit cozy. And it's the back seats. The back seats are absolutely the most comfortable seats in a vehicle. You can talk to any Genesis owner. And every time I have someone in the back seat, I always put this down, or I tell them to put this down, because you just feel like an executive. It just couples you extremely well because of these bolsters. And sometimes bolsters like in the front actually get in the way. However, back here, it's really nice and contoured extremely well to your body. So when you sit down, you just feel extremely gracious, nice, and you feel like you're driven by an actual chauffeur. Telling you right now, the back seats of a Genesis is where it's at, and it's really comfortable. Number two, the back seats of the Genesis. This is a controversial one. However, I just absolutely love the look of the vehicle. Now, this is an older vehicle at this point, but back in 2015, this was such a beautiful vehicle. Beautiful is actually not the right word. It's a handsome vehicle. It has beautiful lines, but definitely makes it a handsome vehicle and a truly manly, gentleman-like vehicle. Absolutely beautiful, guys. And I just recently took a picture for the thumbnail for the Genesis, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And still till today, I get a few compliments, but back in the 2015, 2016, 2017, oh my gosh, compliments galore on this vehicle, other than the fact that everyone thought it was a Bentley, a poor man's Bentley, but you know, nevertheless. So number three, the actual look of the vehicle. Number four, speaking of looks, will have to do with the interior of the vehicle, especially if you have this nice, subtle, light tan color that I have in this vehicle. Probably the best color, in my humble opinion, for this vehicle. It looks absolutely gorgeous, especially when you have the sunroof open right here and light shines through. You can clearly see the drivers in the vehicle. It just looks awesome. You get a lot of looks. I am absolutely in love with this color selection of the interior of the vehicle, and it looks like a luxury vehicle. So number four, the interior color of the vehicle. Number five, we're going to go to the back trunk right here. And I want to talk about a underrated that I like about this vehicle is the hook that they have back here. Believe it or not, I use this hook all the time for my groceries. I put my groceries on here, have it hooked onto this when it comes to your fragile goods, like fruits and eggs, stuff like that. Your fragile goods, it hooks onto here so that they don't roll around on the back of the vehicle. So number five, the hook in the trunk for your convenience. Number six, we'll have to talk about the gas for this vehicle. My girlfriend used to drive a 2014 Lexus, and her Lexus used premium. But in my case, for the Genesis, this guy uses regular. Trust me, the amount of surprise that I get from when I say that I use regular gas and the Genesis just requires regular gas is astonishing. Everyone is truly surprised, and I absolutely like it. But yes, this vehicle uses regular. Number seven, which is literally should have been number one, is the original Apple CarPlay that comes with this vehicle. Back in 2015, Apple CarPlay was literally unheard of on many vehicles. However, Genesis had it on their vehicle. And every single Genesis from the refresh in 2015 to now has Apple CarPlay. And it was absolutely a huge thing. In fact, this vehicle, when you first bought it in 2015, did not come with Apple CarPlay. However, the nice company that Hyundai is, they literally told their customers to get back to the dealership and have it installed. And now that it's 2023, it still runs well. I use it every single time I'm in a vehicle. So number seven, the original Apple CarPlay in the Genesis. I had to close the garage door for number eight. However, number eight is the interior lighting that came with this vehicle. I've had multiple compliments with people sitting in my passenger seat and or driver's seat talking about the interior lighting of this vehicle. It's definitely not Mercedes or anything like that where, you know, the lights are all on the side and stuff. However, the subtle lighting that you get from the Genesis right from the get-go was truly a nice touch for the package. Normal lighting that you normally see in vehicles are these bright lights that kind of shine right at you. However, these are clearly angled towards where you're actually going to be looking at and not directly to your face. Really nice touch. I love the interior lighting of this vehicle. So does anyone that sits in my vehicle and actually uses the interior lighting. Number 9, this would depend if you're coming from a, Honda Accord or Toyota Camry, which I came from a Honda Accord, the LEXICON sound system. Now, the bass is not the greatest in here, but the clarity and the actual sound in terms of the treble is truly nice. There's a ton of speakers in the entire vehicle. As you can see, there's 3 just right here, 2 on each door. It's just a lot of speakers in here that creates absolutely beautiful sound in this vehicle. But number 9, depending on what vehicle you're coming from, the LEXICON sound system will be a pleasant surprise. Number 10, in terms of the driver's assistant package, if you have this on your vehicle, is the adaptive cruise control. There's definitely a lot of tech in here, including lane keeping assist and all that, but the adaptive cruise control is something that I go to and I use all the time, even in the city. Goes to show you how much I absolutely like this thing. How it automatically slows down and speeds up back to the speed that you actually want your vehicle to be going at automatically due to the camera system and the sensors in front of the vehicle. So number 10, the adaptive cruise control. And finally, we're at number 11. Last but not least, I absolutely love the shading on this vehicle. This right here is the rear shades of the vehicle. And you can see, I'm going to click the button right here. And you can see back there, the rear shade comes up and entirely blocks sun back there. And I'm going to go to the back of the vehicle right here. Close the door. Now, to have something like this in 2015, even till today, honestly, I don't see many vehicles having this. But in 2015, this was truly awesome, including the rear sunshades for the rear passengers. As you can see, they go up like this. If you have kids, if you have a baby back here, you don't want too much sun, man, it can get super dark in here. Especially with my tint, I have a pretty dark tint. As you can see right there, the windows are down, but there's a window right there. So if you don't like the sun and you want a budget luxury vehicle, this is it, guys. Rear sunshade is something that you don't see often on any vehicle. So number 11, the rear sunshade. But these are my 11 main likes that I absolutely love with this vehicle. I still think this vehicle looks absolutely gorgeous. And if you're thinking of purchasing this vehicle used, obviously, you'll definitely impress yourself and you'll definitely impress whoever is in the vehicle. But if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to answer them because I've been an owner of this vehicle for a long time now. And I know the ins and out of all the problems and issues that this vehicle can have. And also the things that you will absolutely adore with this vehicle. But that's much for this video. Catch you in the next video. KLEANTRIX here saying thanks for watching and peace.